Hey folks, good afternoon. My name is Nick Drake. I'm the pastor of Richland Baptist Church here in Kingdom City. And I want to share just for a few minutes this afternoon with you about what's coming up this Sunday morning. We are looking forward to having our second drive-in worship service on Sunday morning at 10:40. So we want to invite you to join us for that. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, to subscribe here to our YouTube channel and like and share videos. It helps to get the word out to folks in our community, even folks in our church who might not be aware yet that we are posting these videos here on YouTube each day during the pandemic. But also our Sunday morning messages are on YouTube. Even if you're not able to make it Sunday morning for the service, we'll have that posted later in the afternoon so you can see what's going on and what we got to do as we worship together on Sunday morning. But I want to give you a few updates. Things are going to be pretty similar to the way they were this past Sunday. We're going to ask that people, when they come on Sunday morning to the drive-in service, enter on the east side, the east driveway into the parking lot, because we'll be here on the east side of the building again, right outside my office and on the lower level and in the gravel overflow lot that we have. And so we want to ask that you'd enter by the railroad tracks over here on the east side of the building on that driveway. And we'll have a few people again, Marvin and James and Billy will be helping to park people and help you get set up in the right spot. And we're hoping to maybe do a little better job this Sunday so that people aren't stuck behind bigger vehicles. So we'll have a couple rows that are more for smaller vehicles like cars, and then we'll have some that are for the bigger SUVs and pickup trucks, just so people aren't kind of stuck where they can't see in front of them. But we do want to ask that you would stay in your vehicles, just like this past week. You guys did an awesome job of that. I know it's hard. It's tempting to want to get out and mingle, but do stay in your vehicles. But one update is that you will be able to open your windows. I know some people did that anyway on Sunday. We asked people not to, but we did get both an email from the governor's office allowing us to open our windows because we have that gap of at least 6 feet in between each vehicle, but also from the Callaway County Health Department. They have both said that it's fine for us to open our vehicles, and we're still sticking within the kind of the requirements of what they're asking us to do, just to be safe. It's not one of those things where they're commanding us or anything like that, but they're really trying to help us to be safe. And so they said that would be fine. No problem to open your windows so you can enjoy the beautiful weather that we're going to have again. And even listen, of course, you can tune in again to 91.1 FM when you pull into the lot, and you'll be able to hear the music and the message. But with the music, just with all the instruments coming in together, it doesn't sound quite as clear as we'd like, so you might even choose to open your windows and listen through the speakers that we'll have outside for the music. We'll have those ready as well. So we just want to encourage you, make sure you download the My Richland app ahead of time if you haven't already. It's free, Android and Apple. The app is free, My Richland. That's all you have to search for in your app store, My Richland. And that way you can have the worship guide. You can sing along with the songs. The lyrics will be there in the guide. The sermon notes will be there in the guide, some announcements. And so make sure you have that My Richland app. We'll have that ready before Sunday, the worship guide for Sunday morning. So you can just let us know if you have any questions on that. But I'm going to be continuing this series I just began this past Sunday. I'm going to be continuing this series, Flashback, Remembering the Work of the Cross, looking back to the gospel of Jesus Christ. How does that affect our daily lives? And so we talked this past week about a living sacrifice, and that when we truly trust the gospel, the indiscriminate gospel of our indiscriminate God who shows mercy to all who call upon his name for salvation, because of that gospel, when we trust that gospel, it causes us to desire to be a living sacrifice, to be one with our church, and to offer ourselves as one living sacrifice. And so we talked about how if we trust the gospel, if we surrender our lives to Jesus Christ, it affects our daily lives, not just our Sundays, not just our Wednesday nights, not just the half hour or hour we spend in God's Word in the morning, but it affects our daily lives, every day, all day. And so we're going to talk this week about living ethics. So if we have a relationship with Christ, it affects our ethics, our morals, our principles. And so we're going to talk about 3 imperatives for the Christian life. When we rightly respond to the gospel, what should we do? And so, of course, this affects our relationship with God. First and foremost, it also affects our relationships with one another. And so I want to encourage you to gather with us for worship on Sunday morning. It's a far cry from sufficient to be able to gather in one room and get to really be together as we'd like. But it's better than nothing, and so I hope you'll gather with us Sunday morning at 10:40 here on the east side of our building. And we are looking forward to worshiping with you and looking forward to continuing this series on remembering the cross and what it does, what the gospel does to our daily lives, how it affects us not only for eternity but right now. So looking forward to seeing you Sunday. Have a great rest of the week. Stay safe. God bless you.